Good evening. Dean of the Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, Erica James. Chairperson of the ISB Executive Board, Mr. Harish Manwani. Members of the ISB Board. Dean of ISB, Professor Madan Pilutla. ISB faculty, staff, members of the media, graduating students, and their families and friends. It is my absolute honor to welcome you today to our 2026 Graduation Day ceremony. Today, we honor graduates from our fellow program in management, executive fellow program in management, and the postgraduate program in management PGP class of 2026. I'm Deepa, a faculty member in the Information Systems area and the Deputy Dean for Academic Programs at the ISB. I'm delighted that all of you could join us today to celebrate our students and their achievements. It's an incredible privilege and joy to be amongst all of you on this momentous occasion. Before we begin, may I request you to please take a few moments to put your mobile phones on silent. Thank you. We will start today's graduation ceremony with an invocation by two of our PGP class of 2026 students, Shaurya Soni and Sagari Dixit.
Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om.
This translates to, that is the whole, this is the whole. From the whole arises. Taking away from the whole remains. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagari and Shaurya. I now invite Ishan Raj Verma, Graduate Student Body President, PGP Class of 2026, to address his batchmates.
Dear Dean, distinguished dignitaries, respected faculty, staff, our proud parents, and my dear class of 2026. It's interesting how we all are ready for this day, but until today. And because how do you say goodbye to a place that quietly become a part of who we are? And today, it's really hard to imagine life without the people sitting around us. Somewhere between the first class and late submission, something changed. It wasn't about learning frameworks or cracking cases. It was the late night conversations that somehow stretched till 3 a.m. Goel's dining room runs, 4 a.m. Nest cafes, and Maggie that tasted better in the middle of the deadlines. Ring road walks when things felt heavy, and filter coffee that just fixed more than just the sleep. Dance workshops where people showed up even if they didn't realize would mean so much later. It was the chaos of group work where ideas clashed, patience was tested, but respect was built. And about the parties, where for few hours nothing else mattered except being present together. And the friendships we built, not the easy ones, but the real ones. The ones where people saw you stressed, unsure, and choose to stay. Those are the ones we'll carry with us. And then finally, our memes. No matter how intense the week was, there was always that one meme which said exactly what we were all were feeling. In a batch this diverse, meme became our common language. They helped us laugh, cope, and remind ourselves that we weren't alone. And then there were moments that reminded us that ISB is more than just a campus. ILS, the ISB Leadership Summit, AKIA, Bandhan, Solstice, these weren't just events. These were reflection of who we are. And today, I'm very, very proud to say that we stand here as the 25th batch of ISB. A milestone that reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, a legacy built over years, stretched by every batch that came before us, and now carried forward by us. ISB stands today among the best in the world. We are ranked 12th in the FT MBA global rankings. And as we walk out of here, we don't just carry a degree. We carry the responsibility of that name, that standard, and everything it represents. Today, I want to take a moment to thank our parents. Namaste. So, whatever we did, this journey wasn't just ours, it was yours too. And behind each one of us is your sacrifice, is your belief, is your quiet strength. While we were here building our futures, you were back home holding everything together. Thank you for everything our parents did for us. My lovely class of 2026, we came here as individuals and we leave as a community, as a support system, as a family. And as we step out now, we do so not just as graduates, but as the next generation leaders who will shape the future of work. ISB has given us more than education, it has given us a platform. And what we built on, it will define us. To the ASA team, operations, CAS, admissions, thank you for everything you do behind the scenes. And one final big round of applause for all the admin members of ISB who are working behind for making our experience a little better. And as we move forward, let's not just chase success. Let's remember what it felt like to belong, to care, to show up. Because that's what made this place special. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. A part of us will always belong here. One last time, this is Ishan Raj Verma, your GSB president, signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishan. I'd like to invite our Dean, Professor Madan Pilutla, to address the graduating class.
Good evening, all. A very warm welcome to Dean Erica James, Dean of the Wharton School, Mr. Harish Manwani, Chairman of our board, board members, faculty, staff, two former deans who are sitting here, families of our graduating students, and most importantly, our graduating students. Congratulations. To our PGP students, you're the 25th cohort to graduate from this great institution. This label is special. You'll carry it forward with you forever. But it also comes with great expectations, and I'm going to tell you what those expectations are. Okay? To our FPM and EFPM graduates, you have chosen a long road. While your peers built careers, you chose to ask deep questions. You leave as people who will define how management is understood and taught. The problems you choose to study will shape what the next generation of leaders believe is true. That is a quiet kind of power. Do not underestimate that. So let me offer you this cohort graduating at a very special milestone in the school's history, a challenge. By almost every measurable standard, the world is better today than it was a generation ago. Child mortality is down, extreme poverty has fallen dramatically, science has made lives longer and healthier. Business and markets, for all of their imperfections, have been among the most powerful forces for human progress in history. And yet, ask most people how they feel, and they will say that the things are getting worse, that the best years are behind us, that some simple earlier times were greater than today. This is not nostalgia. This is a story being told deliberately to people experiencing real disruption who deserve real answers. Instead, they are being offered a myth, a rallying cry from the past that never quite existed but suits the people who are telling those stories today. The gap between a convenient narrative and reality is where you will be tested. I have seen this up close in boardrooms and in policy discussions. People often say what those in authority want to hear. They do not say what they believe is true. The motive is rarely malice. It's usually careerism. The results are predictable. Hard choices are deferred. Necessary investments are postponed, and systems drift. You have been educated to read data, to separate signal from noise, and to think clearly under pressure. The world needs people who will say what is actually true, especially when it is uncomfortable, and especially when the room would prefer a different answer. Please, when you go out, speak truth to power. It will come at a cost, but if you wait until you feel powerful enough to speak, you may find you no longer can, because along the way, you would have made compromises that will force you to remain silent. You may, during the course of your career, encounter those who underestimate the depth of your preparation. Let your results be your response. I know of no other education that prepares you to tackle complex problems so systematically as the kind of education that you get at the ISB. Use it with confidence. As for the challenge for ISB, 25 years ago, this institution was an idea, a very ambitious one. Today, we celebrate what it has become. The question now is what is it that it can do much more of? Marking a very successful 25 years is not the same as being satisfied. There is research we have not done that needs doing. There are leaders we have not yet reached who should have had this opportunity. There are ideas this institution has not yet been bold enough to pursue. What we owe you, the graduating students and alumni soon, is not platitudes about excellence. What we owe you is an institution that keeps asking hard questions, that backs faculty who challenge received wisdom, that shapes leaders who are analytically rigorous and who have integrity, that refuses to become comfortable just because it has become respected. Those of us here who are stewards of this institution make a promise to you today. We will remain an institution that justifies your pride. We will look back with respect at our accomplishments, but we go forward to be the kind of institution that the next 25 years demand. You're not just graduating in our 25th year, you are the cohort that carries us forward. In that spirit, we mark this 25th year not with a look backward, but with a symbol of renewal. It represents what we built together and what we determined to build next. So I show you what will be our visual identity for this year, the year of celebration. The first 25 years proved that the audacious idea that drove our founders works. Now we scale the impact, stay close to us, challenge us, help us build an institution that does not just follow the world, but actually shapes it. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dean. I would like to invite the chairperson of ISB's executive board, Mr. Harish Manwani, to share his thoughts with the graduating class.
Wharton Dean Erica James, fellow members of the ISB board, Dean Pilotla, ISB faculty staff, and most importantly, of course, the graduating students of the fellow program of management, the executive fellow program in management, and the PGP class of 2026. A very, very warm welcome and good evening. And I also want to use the opportunity to thank all those sitting behind you. As they say, behind every successful student is a surprised parent or a partner. So, welcome. As Dean Madan Pilotla said, this is a particularly special occasion as we mark a milestone that calls for both reflection and celebration. 25 years ago, ISB started with a clear and ambitious idea that a rising India should have a business school of global standing that remains deeply connected to the realities of this country. We envisioned a school which produced leaders who combined cutting-edge knowledge with a very deep sense of purpose. Today, that vision is becoming a reality, and our journey continues. As we commemorate the graduation of the 25th PGP cohort, all of you here, we also recognize a quarter century of transformed lives, of ideas that became companies, of leaders who shaped industries, and of individuals who went into the world to make a meaningful difference. This year gives us another reason to celebrate, and many have spoken about it before me, but it's worth repeating. Number 12 global ranking on the Financial Times MBA rankings of 2026. What a terrific honor. And that honor is there because of course, the wonderful faculty, the superb infrastructure, but most importantly, because of all the alums that have gone through this prestigious institution. They reflect sustained effort, clarity of purpose, and the ability to remain relevant over time. To the graduating class, of course, this is a moment of great celebration, but it is also a time of transition. As you transition I encourage you not just to think about what you want to achieve, but how you want to conduct yourself. The environment you're entering is volatile. I don't need to tell you that. You open the morning papers or social media, and you know that it's hugely volatile and importantly changing rapidly. Technology is reshaping the world. Geopolitical activities are redefining the planet we live on, and expectations from business are also fast evolving. I will leave you with this thought. Over time, what defines you will not be the positions you hold, but the choices you make when the situations are not as clear-cut as you would want it to be. The values you hold when things are not convenient, and the impact you choose to create on the larger communities that you serve, that will truly determine your impact and that you are a true alum of this great school. A major strength of ISB over the 25 years has been really the graduates who have stayed grounded while achieving so much. Integrity and purposeful leadership have been the hallmarks of our alums. This is the ISB ethos, and I am sure you will carry it forward, all of you. To the families present, thank you for your support and your encouragement. This achievement is as much yours as it is theirs. To the class of 2026, all of you sitting here, you are the Silver Jubilee class. You carry both the weight of ISB's history and the promise of its future. Wear it with pride, but also a sense of responsibility. Congratulations once again, and stay connected with your alma mater. Thank you.
It's working? Okay, now it's working. Thank you, Mr. Manwani. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Dean Erica James. Erica James became the Dean of the Wharton School in July 2020. Trained as an organizational psychologist, Dean James is a leading expert on crisis leadership, workplace diversity, and management strategy. Prior to her appointment at Wharton, Dean James was the John Harlan Dean at Emory University's Goizueta Business School from 2014 to 2020. An award-winning educator, accomplished consultant, and innovative researcher, she has paved the way for women in leadership, both in education and corporate America. Dean James has been instrumental in developing groundbreaking executive education programs, including the Women in Leadership program at the University of Virginia's Darden School. She serves on several prominent boards and is widely featured in leading global media. ISB and Wharton share a long-standing partnership that's rooted in academic excellence and collaboration. As a founding partner of ISB, Wharton has played a key role in shaping the ISB curriculum and helping us define our research-driven approach to education. We are fortunate to have the Dean of the Wharton School join us this evening. Please join me in welcoming Dean Erica James to the podium.
It's a beautiful, beautiful sight from up here. Thank you for that kind introduction. And to the faculty, staff, trustees, family, and especially the graduating class, good evening. It is a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this special occasion. So there's no reason why you would know what I'm about to share, but ISB was actually my gateway to India. It was mid-2000s, and I was a faculty member at the University of Virginia. And I was just gaining attention from my research in crisis leadership. Being invited to teach at ISB marked a very special occasion for me, as it was also my first visit to India. My mother had talked to me for many years about her favorite country, which was India, and I was eager to experience it for myself, but I was completely unprepared on my first visit for what I would encounter. When I arrived in Hyderabad at 2 in the morning on a random Tuesday, this city was more vibrant in the middle of the night than was New York City at 8 p.m. on a weekend. Every one of my senses was activated, and I was fully energized by the prospect of teaching my first international audience the next morning. Needless to say, this experience began my love affair with India and my admiration for ISB. Since that first trip, I've been back to India 8 times, and to ISB on 4 of those occasions. And each time, it fills me with an undeniable feeling of kinship. After all, ISB and Wharton have so much in common. We're both research-driven institutions powered by incredible faculty who are literally changing the game when it comes to their academic fields. Our programs are academically rigorous, grounded in real-life practicality, and shaped by global perspectives. A triple threat that fuels our students' potential. And our graduates go on to do amazing things, leading the world's most innovative companies, impacting global policy, creating fields and functions to meet businesses' evolving demands. Simply put, our institutions, at their core, define what it means to be a trailblazer. At Wharton, we're proud of our heritage as the world's first collegiate school of business. Our founder, Joseph Wharton, had the vision to educate leaders to advance society by creating new wealth and economic opportunity for all. And throughout our nearly 150-year history, we've honored that vision by pioneering many firsts, including the world's first business school research center and the first joint postgraduate program in management and international relations. We're driven by a passion for creating positive and powerful impact at scale. Of course, ISB's origin story is equally path-breaking. Your founders had the vision to create a premier institution. They sought to arm promising young leaders with the knowledge, character, and foresight to enact change across myriad industries and multiple geographies. And despite being just 25 years young, you've already reached heights that many long-established programs only aspire to crest, including being ranked the #1 graduate business program in India and in the top 20, according to the Financial Times. Yes. Accomplishments like this don't happen by accident. Rather, they are a reflection of ISB's unwavering dedication to excellence and commitment to innovation. In preparing to speak with you today, I talked with some of my Wharton faculty colleagues who were part of the team that established ISB, and they emphasized just how transformative the school's creation has been for so many. Back in the 1990s, were you even born in the 1990s? Some of you? Back then, ISB was an exciting, bold idea conceived to rival top-ranked business schools. The challenges were daunting, but the team embraced the chance to be visionary creators as well as influential educators. And most importantly, they relished the opportunity to give back to the country that had shaped so many of them as intellectuals and leaders. In the decades that followed, Wharton and the world would gain so much from this thinking. Our faculty and students enjoy a front row seat to the inner workings of the strongest emerging economy on the planet. The exchange of ideas between our institutions has been a powerful force to preserve and grow. Make no mistake, Wharton is stronger because of ISB, and I trust the feeling is mutual. But graduation is as much about looking forward as it is about reflecting on the past, which brings me to what I'd like to focus on this evening. As graduates of ISB, you have obtained the knowledge needed to make an immediate impact on whatever comes your way. But you're also entering a landscape marked by heightened turmoil and tumult. Every day, we read conflicting headlines about our shared future, about the risks and rewards of generative AI, the threats and promises of our ultra-connected global community, and the rises and falls of emerging economic opportunities. This fraught duality calls for a fundamentally different set of capabilities than what we've typically been asked by our leaders. Yes, you've spent your days mastering how to think analytically, how to apply data-informed insights, and how to consider a range of perspectives to produce a holistic view of complex issues. But you will need to rely on more than your intellectual talents to navigate the ebbs and flows of the unpredictable waters ahead. So let me offer you a framework for the new demands of leadership you will most certainly face. Yes, one last framework before you graduate. In my introduction, it was mentioned that my academic expertise is in crisis leadership. I have in fact spent decades studying how leaders navigate volatile environments. So trust me when I say that what we're experiencing today is magnitudes more intense than anything previous generations have endured. And I've been thinking a lot about this lately. The scope and scale of intensity currently defining our global business landscape. And I found myself asking, what capabilities do leaders actually need in today's environment? And I came up with four distinct pillars of strength: relational, intellectual, physical, and emotional. Follow along with me. Relational, intellectual, physical, and emotional. So let's start with the intellectual strength first. After all, that is why you came to ISB to gain. But it is also the muscle you've been building since childhood. I define intellectual strength as your capacity to think strategically, as well as the ability to make sound decisions in complex or uncertain situations. Important skills to have for sure, but in today's environment, intellectual strength are merely table stakes. You cannot reach the pinnacle of your organization or the defining heights of your field without having the cognitive ability to synthesize large amounts of information, consider the context you're operating in, and make appropriate bets. You also can't be successful if this is the only thing you focus on. So what else do you need? Let's move to relational strength. Call this your ability to understand and ultimately inspire people in the direction you want them to go. Today's leaders must navigate a complicated maze of stakeholders: clients, customers, employees, board members, investors, regulators, you name it. These groups see the broader context through the lens of their own priorities, and oftentimes those priorities are either unrelated or in direct conflict with one another. There's also been an explosion in the number of ways in which you must communicate with your stakeholders, giving every well-intentioned message an even greater opportunity for backlash. This cacophony of voices means you are not the sole author of your company's narrative. You will need to listen deeply to the input you receive from many sources, and even when that feedback is negative or difficult to hear, because you won't be able to inspire people to act if you don't take the time to understand where they're coming from. So next up is physical strength. Now, I don't mean you need to become a bodybuilder to be a good leader, but you do need the physical fortitude to withstand immense pressure for sustained periods of time. You've heard that leaders need to be resilient, that they should be able to get knocked down, bounce back up, dust themselves off, and keep going after any setback. And while this may be true, it is also reactionary. Resilience signals you're able to adapt to an unfavorable situation, an important but insufficient capability for leaders in today's environment. In fact, our new reality demands that you know how to do more than just react to setbacks. If you want to set yourself up to win, you need to develop stamina. Unlike resilience, stamina is proactive. It's the result of purposeful, repeated exposure to the stresses that knock you off balance. As tempting as it may be to only focus on responding to the hurdles in your path, you will be doing yourself a disservice if your goal is to rush through them as quickly as possible. Instead, train your mind and your body to withstand the pressures that oftentimes produce exhaustion and burnout. I promise you, doing so will reveal what you are truly capable of. And finally, there's emotional strength. If physical strength measures how you handle pressure, emotional strength takes the temperature of how you keep your cool. And not just when challenges arise, but also when opportunity comes knocking. I introduced the 4 pillars of strength, but I also want you to think about the capabilities that you'll need to build strength in each of these areas. There are the specific skills and behaviors you can hone and improve over time. For me, as a leader in higher education, the events and challenges of the past several years have given me an appreciation of an oftentimes overlooked emotional capability: patience. You can have all of the intelligence, all the relationships, and all the stamina you need to excel, and still find that something outside of your control can derail you. Regardless of where you sit in your organization's pecking order, if a sudden exit from the leadership team, an unexpected revenue shortfall, a scandal that recalibrates your entire industry, or even a global pandemic, all of these can throw you off your game. And sometimes, as a result, you may need to set your current strategic plans aside and simply do what will almost certainly pain you: wait. But know that if you are patient, the things you are working towards and dreaming of will eventually manifest. It might not happen on the timetable you envisioned or even how you imagined it would come to life, but that can't be reason for giving up. Think of patience as making a long-term investment in your vision. So, now's the time for your final test. Who remembers all 4 pillars? Relational, intellectual, physical. You deserve to graduate. When you put them together, you get the acronym RIPE. So the real question is, what does this mean for you? As a graduate of ISB, you have just made a tremendous investment in your intellectual strength. And though term papers and exams are hopefully a thing of the past, what you've learned during your time at ISB provides a perfect jumping-off point for a future of lifelong learning. It is my hope that each and every one of you has far more of your leadership path ahead of you than behind. And my concluding advice is to embrace the idea of patience, to not see it as a punishment or a dream deferred, but rather to view it as a gift, as a means to build the relational, the physical, and the emotional strength that will be necessary to be the leader you want to be. Because when you take the time to develop and grow a well-rounded set of capabilities, you will be ripe for any opportunity to lead. Congratulations, ISB Class of 2026.
Thank you, Dean James, for sharing your thoughts with our graduating students. I would now like to invite Sujata Kumaraswamy, Executive Director of Programs, to take the ceremony forward.
Thank you, Professor Deepamani. Dear students, today is not just about you, It's also about the people who supported you along this journey, your parents, family, friends, and loved ones. As a small token of your gratitude to all of them, I request you all to stand up, turn around, and give them a very big round of applause and the loudest possible cheer. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Sujata. I'm the Executive Director of Programs at ISB. We'll now begin this segment of the graduation ceremony with the Teacher of the Year Awards. Students from the respective campuses vote for these awards, 6 for the PGP, 3 for the core courses, and 3 for the elective courses. All the award-winning faculty members have shared a message that will be sent to your alumni email IDs after the graduation ceremony. I now invite our chief guest, Dean James, chairperson of the ISB Executive Board, Mr. Manwani, and Dean Madan to present the Teacher of the Year Awards to the faculty who are present here to receive the award. The PGP Class of 2026 Hyderabad campus have selected the following faculty as Teachers of the Year for core courses. The names in alphabetical order of first name are Professor Prasanna Tantri, Professor Shashwat Alok, Professor Shashwat Alok, Professor Sumit Kunumkal, The following faculty have been selected as Teachers of the Year for the elective courses. I invite Professor Arni Roy to receive the Teacher of the Year award. Professor Ashish Kohli and Piyush Kumar have been selected as the Teacher of the Year. They are unable to make it today and have sent in their best wishes. We'll now move on to the Academic Associate of the Year Awards. The Academic Associates play a very important role in the students' learning journey at ISB. And this award is a recognition by the graduating class of those academic associates who've had the greatest impact during their time here. This is awarded to the top 3 academic associates. I'll request the award winners to come on stage as I read their names to receive the award. Govind S.K. Abhijit Suresh. Aditya Rastogi. Professor Shashwat has just joined us. I'll request Professor to come on stage. We now commence the conferment of certificates for the Fellow Program in Management and the Executive Fellow Program in Management. May I request Professor Rajendra Srivastav to join Dean James, Mr. Manwani, and Dean Madan to present the certificates. I request our FPM and EFPM students to come forward as I call out their names. Sudhir Kumar for the Fellow Program in Management, Professor Rajendra Srivastav, Professor Manish Gangwar, and Professor Philip Zerillo are his faculty advisors. I'll request Professor Raj to bestow the title Fellow in Management. I request our EFPM students to come forward and collect their certificate as I call out their names. Murli Krishnan Balasubramaniam. I request Professor Rajendra Srivastav, Dissertation Committee Chair, to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Badal Rag, I request Professor Raj again, Dissertation Committee Chair, to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Anita Komajauslamanda. Professor Charles Dhanraj is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Rajendra Srivastav to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Rajendra Pratap Ghogale, Professor Abhishek Kathuria, and Professor Rajendra Srivastav are the Dissertation Committee Chairs. I request Professor Rajendra Srivastav to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Parminder Pal Sangh Sandhu. Professor Abhishek Kathuria is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Srivastav to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Prasad T. Professor Abhishek Kathuria is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Srivastav to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Amrit Kumar, Professor Ashish Sinha is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Srivastav to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Kanishk Agarwal, Professor Abhishek Kathuria is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Srivastav to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Rohit Bansal, Professor Srivastav is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request him to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Kaustav Bhattacharya, Professor Srivastav is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request him to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Ankit Kanodia, Professor Sanjay Kalapur is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Anjan Goswami, Professor Vijaya Sundar is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Vijaya to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Can we keep the applause going, please? Govind Rajan, Professor Shaugata Rai is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Shaugata to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Shweta Kasturi Rangan, I request Professor Prachi Dhuskar, Dissertation Committee Chair, to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Paras Khushalani, Professor Abhishek Kathuria is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Deepak Jana from the Dissertation Committee to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Neha Garyali, Professor Abhishek Kathuria is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Deepak Jana to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Subramaniam Saripalli, Professor Abhishek Kathuria is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Deepak Jana to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Mohit Syed, Professor Charles Dhanraj is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Ram Nedumolu to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Shraboni Mazumdar. Professor Ram Nedumolu is the Dissertation Committee Chair, and I request him to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Vishwa Kumar Manda. Professor Raj Srivastav is the Dissertation Committee Chair. I request Professor Raj and Professor Ram Nedumolu to bestow the Executive Fellow in Management. Thank you, Dean James, Mr. Manwani, Dean Madan, and Professor Raj, Professor Ram. We'll now commence the conferment of certificates of the ISB honors for the PGP. There are 7 awards for the postgraduate management program in management. The ISB Scholar of Excellence Award honors 3 students who rank 1st, 2nd, and 3rd by CGPA in the graduating class on each campus. Of the 6 scholars of excellence across campuses, the student with the highest CGPA receives the gold medal, the chairperson's award for excellence in leadership to the best all-rounder for academic excellence as well as excellence in leadership, the ISB Parmeshwar Godrej Award, which is given to a woman student who has shown commitment, compassion, and has contributed towards the social or non-profit sector, the Dean's List, comprising of students whose CGPA is in the top 10% of the graduating class. The ISB Merit List is awarded to those students whose CGPA is in the top 10% of the class at the end of the core terms. Exemplary Leader is awarded to those who have made exemplary contributions to the school and student life through their leadership of various initiatives and activities. And the Torchbearer, which is awarded to those who have made substantial contributions to the school through various initiatives and activities. I'll now request Dean James, Mr. Manwani, and Dean Madan to present the awards and certificates to the award winners. The Gold Medalist Award for the PGP Class of 2026 goes to Vikrant Singh Dhillon. Vikrant is also a Scholar of Excellence and on the Dean's List and the Merit List. The Scholar of Excellence Award winners are Divya Ahuja. She is also on the Dean's List and the Merit List. Ruchir Kumar Kaul, he is also on the Dean's List and the Merit List. The next is the Chairperson's All-Rounder Award. This year, 2 students in Hyderabad have made immense contributions and displayed exceptional leadership qualities, and hence the committee has chosen to recognize both students for this honor. First up is Muskan Andani. She's also the winner of the Exemplary Leader Award. The other student to win the Chairperson's All-Rounder is Sharat Ramakrishnan. He is also the winner of the Exemplary Leader Award. We next have the ISB Parmeshwar Godrej Award. The winner, Kritika Garg, is from the Mohali campus, and the award will be given to her at the ceremony on Monday. The following students are on the Dean's List, the Merit List, and are the winners of the Torchbearer Award. Smriti Gupta. Tanmay Gupta, Sanchay Shankar Saxena, Shubhrat Shukla, the following students are on the Dean's list and the merit list: Ritika Agarwal, Nayan Avasthi, Ekta Gola, Shivansh Gupta, Chavi Kala, Navneet Kumar, Parth Sushil Mandana, Venkatasai Raghavendra Mahesh, Preeti Poonam Pati, Sahaj Sanjay Falor, Abhishek Singh, Jasjeev Singh Sani, Rishik Mohan Reddy, Bhakti Vaidya, Venkatanaga Sai Pranav, Shashwat Agarwal, this student is on the Dean's list and the winner of the Torchbearer Award, Radhika Kohli. These are the students in alphabetical order of last name on the Dean's list: Garima Arora, Sparsh Arora, Rahul Arya, Himakshi Bhutan, Anurag Dash, Khush Dembla, Mahima Dikshit, Prasha Goyal, Tanu Gugnani, Nikhil John, Abhishek Kumar, Amarnath M, Kaushik Reddy Malla Reddy Gari, Joanne Matthew, Jainam Kaushal Modi, Mehak Oberoi, Tirth Ramesh Savla, Nikita Singh, Shivangi Sinha, and Avni Yadav. These students in alphabetical order of last name are on the merit list. Muskan Agarwal, Anshul Agarwal, Vaibhav Agarwal, Ishan Arora, Sukhreet Bagaria, Khushi Bansal, Ashutosh Sai Charla, Vidita Dhingra, Shivani Gupta, Pranay Mandar Gupta, Yash Jayesh, Manan Khurana, Manat Piyush Mangal, Ansh Sandeep Shah, Soham Sen Gupta. These students in alphabetical order of last name are winners of the Exemplary Leader Award, Sohard Agarwal, Harsh Belani, Tejas Ganotra, Harinath Gutta, Shaurya Maskara, Ananya Padi, Jigisash Singh, Ananya Vadhva, and Sai Prasanna Karthik. The following students in alphabetical order of last name are winners of the Torch Bearer Award: Akanksha Arora, Priya Baid, Shruti Balasubramanian, Janvi Cheruku, Kunal Chaudhary, Shreyas Gangwal, Arpan Kumar Jain, Stuti Juyal, Shreyansh Kalhansh, Hima Bindu Sai Madi Reddy, Riya Ranju, Suryan Sengotuan, Akshara Sharma, Ishan Verma, and Varish. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Dean James and Mr. Manwani. I'll now request Dean Madan to present the certificates to the rest of the PGP class of 2026 in alphabetical order of last name. Divyani, Deepa, Shivam, Mayank, Devanshi, Sai Shri Achyuta Malyala, Priyanka Aditya Gupta, Gayatri Eri, Himanshu Agarwal, Nikita Agarwal, Vaidehi Agarwal, Ishika Agarwal, Arushi Agarwal, Shivya Agarwal, Krish Agarwal, Nishita Agarwal, Smriti Agarwal, Raghav Agarwal, Yash Agarwal, Riya Agarwal, Tarun Agarwal, Vibhuti Agarwal, Keshav Agarwal, Bhavik Agarwal, Ashi Agarwal, Muskan Agarwal, Harsh Agarwal, Ranadhir Allu, Aryan Ambardar, Pranav Amit Desai, Anukrit Anuj Jain, Kashish Arora, Chaitanya Arora, Ashna Arora, Srishti Arya, Amritansh Ashish, Sakshi Ashutosh Gupta, Soma Bharti, Salil Bagay, Hemant Bajaj, Vel Kartik Anand Balamurugan, Tarun Baloda, Nikhil Banka, Purnesh Bansal, Khushi Barjatia, Vibhor Bhagat, Mehak Bhandari, Pranjal Bhandari, Stuti Bhanot, Gudipati Bharat, Akhil Bharadwaj, Akshay Bhatnagar, Meghna Bhrugubanda, Arpita Biswas, Mihiran Bopanna, Tanya Cecilia Pinto, Rudrashish Chakrabarti, Dharani Chaparala, Khushi Chauhan, Ruhika Chatwal, Pratyush Chitlangia, Ayush Chaube, Shivam Chaudhary, Devanshi Chaudhary, Arindam Chaudhary, Mehul Chub, Akhil Daruru, Biprajit Das, Sukesh Davantapuram, Swastik Dev, A. Dheeraj, Pidugu Divija, Sagiri Dikshit, Varshita Gaddipati, Adarsh Gaikwad, Sneha Garg, Rhythm Garg, Aryan Garg, Arunima Garg, Sachet Garg, Kanishk Gaur, Akash Goyal, Saurabh Goenka, Krishna Sanjana Gorepati, Vanshika Gosen, Nagakrishna Gautam, Nikita Goyal, Kanish Goyal, Samriddhi Goyal, Prakhar Goyal, Ashi Goyal, Kusha Gugnani, Riya Gulati, Parth Gupta, Natasha Gupta, Aryaman Gupta, Harsh Gupta, Brinda Gupta, Dhruv Gupta, Habibullah H, Vedika Hansaria, Shiban Hassan, Tejas Kumar Hitesh Kumar, Rishi Om Chaudhary, Sanya Jagnani, Khushi Jagyasi, Aditya Jain, Akshata Jain, Siddharth Jain, Vansh Jain, Anjali Jain, Anshika Jain, Shravi Jain, Radhika Jain, Ayush Jain, Sarthak Jain, Anvita Jain, Simran Jaiswal, Ritvika Jalan, Prathmesh Jalinder, Apurva Jhawar, Darshil Jignesh Shah, Siddharth Jitendra Gantawar, Garv Juneja, Kartik Jalta, Muskan Khandelwal, Keshav Kabra, Kundan Kadam, Aditya Kadian, Krishna Kailash Patil, तुषार ककर, श्रीलेखा काकुलवरपु, क्षितिज कल्ला, जय कामदार, श्री साई गौतम कंचरला, इशिता कपूर, काव्या करमपुरी, दिव्ये कर्दे, अरविंद उमेश कथपाल, ईशाना कौल, शुभम कौशिक, हर्ष केडिया, नंदिता खजूरिया, अंकिता खंडेलवाल, राहुल खंडेलवाल, श्रेया खुराना, तन्वी खुराना, धनीश कोहली, हितार्थ कोठारी, प्रांजल कुलकर्णी, अंकित कुमार, राकेश कुमार सिंह, स्नेहा कुमारी, शांतनु कुंडू, मितुल लाल, मुक्कदेकत लायना, वेदांत लोधा, शिखर महाजन, हंसिका महेश पुरस्वानी, रवलीन मल्होत्रा, वंशिका मलपानी, भार्गव मुरली मोहन, हर्षिता मंकल, कनुका रेड्डी मारेड्डी, अंकिता मरकान, निहारिका मारवा, राहुल मौर्य, विराली मेहता, आरव मेहता, मालविका मेनन, शिवा मिनोचा, अंकिता मिश्रा, नीलेश मिश्रा, Pragya Mishra, Leher Mittal, Ambuja Mittal, Aryan Mulchandani, Anjana Muruganandam, Aarti Muttaya, Anvita Nagabhairava, Kshetra Naini, Nihar Naishad Kumar Acharya, Saransh Nanda, Ishan Nand Kumar, Arunim Nandi, Sayantani Nath, Tanisha Mitra Nathi, Mehul Nayak, Stuti Nilesh, Calvin Norona, Bhumika Ojha, Kasi Maitreya Pagadala, Janika Palladugu, Raj Nandini Panda, Shruti Panda, Aman Pandey, Sai Praneeth, Aishwarya Paresh, Gaurav Parida, Yash Parmar, Ankita Patel, Shubh Pankajbhai Patel, Pavan Chaitanya Reddy, Aditya Patodia, Ishika Pavan Rawat, Finas Pinto, Samarpit Podar, Ritika Podar, Priyadarshi Prashant, Priyal Prashant, Himaja Prushti, Lakshmi Krishna Pradeep, Navya Rachamadugu, Anand Raj, Shivam Rajesh, Tapaswin Ramakrishnan, Mayank Ranjan, Atharva Rao, Mukta Rastogi, Anvesha Rath, Divya Ravindra Gersappa, Harshavardhan Reddy, Tanmayi Reddy, Anurag Roy, Vignesh S, Gauri S, Kavya S, Agam Sachan, Vaibhav Sachan, Tanya Sa, Riya Sahota, Nilima Sajeev, Sarth Samir, Ramsha Samreen, Rashmita Sancheti, Santoshi Shri Pavitra, Jagriti Saraf, Shruta Kirti Sarkar, Shashank Saurya, Kishmish Saxena, Diksha Saxena, Karan Sehgal, Garima Sethi, Arvind Sharma, Ragini Sharma, Krishnakant Sharma, Mayanka Sharma, Mehak Sharma, Akash Sharma, Adesh Sharma, Kritika Sharma, Vibhansh Singh, Yusuki Seki, Aryadhya Sharma, Hiral Sharma, Rohan Sharma, Anuj Shastri, Ankita Srivastav, Pulkit Sihag, Abhinav Singh, Taranpreet Singh, Vidushi Singh, Tanya Singh, Navneet Singh, Vaishnavi Singh, Isha Singhal, Ira Singhal, Ina Singhal, Aradhya Singhal, Nipun Singhal, Akriti Sogani, Shaurya Soni, Sukriti Sood, Harini Shripati, Utkarsh Srivastav, Saksham Srivastav, Vitusha Srivastav, Amara Venkatasai Shrujan, Varun Subhash, Abid Sulfikar, Gaurang Sultania, Rava Supraja, Nishit Surana, Chandan Suthar, Pranav Swaminathan, Aditi Tatipalli, Mansi Tiwari, Aranya Tripathi, Harshini Ugini, Kripanshu Upadhyay, Hardik Vakil, Nandini Vanshia, Madhav Verma, Raghavendra Sai Shreya Vegasina, Ananya Venkatakrishnan Iyer, Neelansh Verma, Ritvika Verma, Surabhi Verma, Vasu Verma, Akriti Verma, Saurabh Vijay, Ishita Vikas, Sujan Vikram Kumar, Viren Vipul Modi, Ananya Vudumula, Mohit Vyas, Siddharth Yadav, and Akshat Gupta. The following students from the PGP class of 2025 were unable to attend last year's ceremony due to their participation in the International Exchange Program. I'll call on Akshat Agarwal, Namrata Bhaktani, Ananya Gaba. Ananya was also the winner of the Torch Bearer Award last year. Arushi Madan, Shashank Osta, V. Uday Prakash, Setti Praneeth, Aditi Sharma, Nazimuddin Sheikh, Drishti Sethi, Naga Sashanka, and K. Sai Vishwanath. Thank you, Dean Madan. Can we have a big round of applause? Today marks the culmination of all your hard work and efforts during your time in the program. We believe it's been transformational, where you learned from the best faculty and your diverse set of peers, and that the tassel was worth the hassle. We wish you all the very best to confidently face the challenges that life throws at you and make a mark in your own respective fields, bringing pride to yourself, your family, and to the Indian School of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in wishing all the new graduates the very best in everything. I'll now request Professor Karthik Balakrishnan, Deputy Dean, Faculty and Research, to propose the vote of thanks.
Congratulations! As a result of countless hours of effort, dedicated CPs, and trying out GTM frameworks in different settings, I can see from your faces, with confidence, you can go to your meetings and say, it depends, right? Or let me circle back to you on that one. So go ahead and form that skill in all your meetings. Here we are at the close of yet another wonderful year at ISB. As we conclude, let's take a moment to be thankful for those of us who have made it possible and memorable for us. First and foremost, let us share our heartfelt thanks, and we have done it a few times today, but we need to keep doing this, to our family and friends, without whose support we would not be here, right? It's truly gratifying to witness the pride and joy on all their faces. Thank you. Thank you to the members of the ISB's Executive Board and the Mohali Campus Advisory Board for their unstinting guidance and support over the years. Our sincere thanks to the dignitaries on the dais, especially to our chief guest, Dean Erica James, for gracing this occasion. I now request Dean Pilutla to present a memento to Dean James as a token of our appreciation. Thank you. Next, I would like to share our deepest thanks to our partner schools, the Wharton School, the Kellogg School of Management, and the London Business School for their unwavering support over the last 25 years. A special thanks to our area leaders and faculty from these schools who not only teach in our programs, but also contribute in many ways to build ISB as an institution that it stands today. To our esteemed faculty, both resident and visiting, thank you for your dedication and support throughout the year. The central strength of this program lies with you. To our alumni, you continue to be an important part of our institution. You make us proud as you go out and build your careers and make a mark in this world. Even while building your own careers, you have generously shared your time and wisdom with us, whether it be through admissions, roadshows, interviews, placement support, student mentoring, and providing suggestions back to us at the school. A special thanks to the governments of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Chandigarh, Punjab for their constant and valued support to the school over the years. And to our guests from the media who are here today with us, thank you for being here and for your support. And of course, to the ISB staff, thank you for all you do to make every interaction with ISB a world-class experience. I will also take a moment to acknowledge the support that we receive from various support staff and service providers who ensure the smooth functioning and comfort for everyone on campus. And finally, I circle back to all of you, our graduating students. This day is about you, your success, and your future. You have been a wonderful class. As you get ready to celebrate and party, remember that this school will be there for you forever. So stay connected with the school wherever life takes you. And congratulations once again, and best wishes from all of us for the journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Karthik. I'll now request everyone to rise for the national anthem, please.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. Two very important things still remain to be completed. First, I'd like to request all of you to join us for the celebration dinner in the AC 3, 4, and 5 lawns. Second, and perhaps the most important event to be completed, as we now come to the end of the program, is the hat toss ritual. May I request all the graduates to stand up if you're not already. On the count of 3, I'll request all of you to give out the loudest cheer you can and toss your hats as high as you can. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, everyone. I'll request all the students and guests to remain standing until the Dean leads the procession back. Thank you and have a good evening.